Sometimes I feel so nice. Good God. I jump back. I want to kiss myself.
Well, another club a bit further up the football pyramid is Leeds United, and today yet another twist in what is becoming, I'm afraid to say, yet another horrible saga for the Yorkshire club, always described as a sleeping giant, still attracting large crowds despite being trapped for what seems like a million years in the Championship. To help us review what's happened with the sacking of their manager Uwe Rosler, the appointment of Steve Evans, is a great friend, of course, of talksport and celebrity Leeds United fan James Brown. Good afternoon, James.
Morning, Danny. Afternoon, Danny.
Yeah.
Afternoon, Andy.
Afternoon, James.
I mean, let's be honest. You did what every right-thinking fan did do. When Cellino took over the club, you were willing to give him a big chance and to say, here's a guy, he's different. He may shake things up. He's not trapped by the club's past and the club's culture. But it seems to me we're on the same old Ferris wheel with Leeds now.
Well, it's just mistake after mistake after mistake, and he makes them so visible. Rosler probably wouldn't have been my choice to be manager, but I spoke to him during his reign at one of the press conferences, and he seemed like an intelligent and open-minded question. I was giving him a bit of stick at the Q&A, and the press guy said, "Shall we turn it off?" And he said, "No, I'll answer the questions," which a lot of managers won't do.
Which is good, yeah.
But the thing is, I don't think people are angry today that Rosler's gone because it wasn't working down. We've probably got the best squad we've had since Simon Grayson was in charge. That's something Cellino did do well with Adam Pearson, the former chief executive, this summer. They brought some good players and they squad where we needed it, and we kept all our young stars as well.
Mark
Warburton was up for the job, and Cellino didn't want to give him the money. He didn't want to give him the money that he wanted, and he should have done. It seems bizarre that you get a bloke who's probably second choice, you give him 6 weeks, and then you just pay him off, and he's probably still getting paid. And what is the point of having all these ex-managers on gardening leave? It's like the end of the Ridsdale era. It's really depressing. Not that Rosler's gone, but just yet again, Cellino's shown that he can't pick a decent manager. That's and then also, Dan, the other thing where you really realise he's got no sense of what happens at a football match for fans is he's announced on Friday that he's only going to buy the minimum amount of away fans, which is 2,000. Now, we take about between 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 away at most away games.
Yeah.
And that's just going to create violence in the fans, because the Leeds fans will go to those games and they will sell them the tickets. And there'll be clusters of Leeds fans amongst home supporters. And I think, don't you remember last year there was a clip of where some Leeds fans were sitting in the midst of some Blackpool fans, and I don't know what happened there, but a lot of people with bloody noses and fists flying, and the guy's just a total idiot. He hasn't got a clue. He's just making mistake after mistake after mistake.
Andy,
you're obviously, we know you love the club, and you'll never lose that, and you'll never lose hope. But they are testing you, aren't they? Because, I mean, it's been going on for some time now, and I know you do believe in these young players, because I follow you on Twitter and I've seen you get excited about when they do well. So there is belief that they have got a team that could get through.
And actually, last year when the support for Neil Redfern from the club was getting thinner and thinner and thinner, when they kind of suspended his right-hand man. They didn't get him a centre forward who could score goals, and so on and so forth. And we were playing, at times, brilliant football. We played Fulham this Wednesday, and last year's night match away at Fulham was the best game I'd seen in years. Really exciting. And this guy just doesn't... Cellino doesn't... He's just a spoiled brat, basically. He didn't earn his money. He's inherited it. He doesn't know the value of it. So he'll pay Leicester over the odds for a striker, but he won't give that same money to a manager who's now doing very well at...
we can't have that, James.
That's desperate.
It's like, don't reach for the dumb button. Don't worry about that.
I've just done it. Thanks, James. But the thing about Cellino, who nobody wants to see in any way harmed physically, is that, James, he doesn't even give himself time to think, because unless he has done, I mean, Rosler goes, and 10 minutes later, Steve Evans is driving into the car park. Now, he did all right for a few months at Rotherham, but he doesn't look like someone you could necessarily say is going to nurture these excellent young players they've got, who Sean Derry tells me is the best squad of players, as you just said, the best squad of young players Leeds have had for ages. Are you happy with Steve Evans, or is it just another one in a revolving door?
And I'd rather you be the manager than Steve Evans.
Yeah, no, that's right, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You've actually probably spent more time with top-level footballers.
That's very likely, yeah.
This guy's mainly managed at really low levels. If he'd come off an amazing sort of career development like the lad at Bournemouth, or if he'd bought, even if it was like somebody which had some degree of recent success, he's been sacked by Rotherham. He looks like, he's just... the upside has been very funny on Twitter this morning. A lot of very, very funny tweets, but...
Yeah, but that's not much comfort, James, is it?
No, it's not.
Well, I don't know what else can you do? You're powerless as a fan, aren't you?
You are, but also the players themselves, they must be looking around and thinking, what is going on in this club?
Well, if they've got any chance of getting down the canteen now and getting advance orders in, because there's not going to be much food left when Evans arrives, is there?
Oh, that's slightly stoutist, if you don't mind me saying. We're old friends, but I find that stoutist. Listen, James, thank you so much for joining us and giving us the benefit of your whirlwind of opinions.
We'll have you back on when they get promoted in better times.
Yeah, James Brown there.
I got soul, and I'm super bad. I love to do my thing, and I don't need no one else. Sometimes I feel so nice, good God, I jump back, I want to kiss myself.